Tens of thousands of pounds, that's what we spend on Facebook ads in the quest to get customers for our business. The question is, do they work? Can you get a return on investment on them? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell all. If you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and don't forget to click that notification bell so we can let you know when we're bringing out great new videos to help grow your business. Let's talk about Facebook ads. Now, in the comments below, let me know if you've spent any money on Facebook ads and if they've been successful for you. What's the best thing that you've done? I'd love to read those comments. I want to talk about Facebook ads because yes, we have spent tens of thousands of pounds on them. And I have to say, out of all the mediums of advertising, this is my favorite because I've seen the biggest return on investment. So to go into more detail on the world of Facebook ads, I brought on Dom, who's our head of web here at the Partyman Group. And here he is. So Dom, Facebook ads. This year, we have spent, in the coronavirus pandemic year, we've spent so far £11,521.11. And a big chunk of that has been spent at Marsh Farm and the Marsh Farm shop.
Correct.
I think it's really important to just say that Marsh Farm is a really well-established business, 30 plus years old. We've owned it for 7 years. It's got a following. Out of that £11,521, we've only spent £6,149 on the visitor attraction and £4,800 on the new farm shop. Do Facebook ads work for us? That's the first question.
They certainly do.
If we had £10,000 to spend on radio, £10,000 to spend on Google, £10,000 to spend on Facebook, which is your favourite?
From a target perspective, I would say Facebook.
So we spend about, I think, £1,500 a month on radio. Part of me thinks, and I have this every time we've done a radio campaign, should we just stop that and spend another £1,500 on Facebook?
It's really difficult to tell, isn't it?
Well, because radio, we don't know if it's just an ego thing. Oh, we're on the radio.
Well, exactly. There's no way of tracking a conversion from a radio ad to a certain extent.
And the facts are, the £6,149 that we spent on Marsh Farm, the visitor attraction, generated £25,593 in sales. Have we only spent that on one event?
So that's split across 4 events. So that's the Bubble and Bop Summer Festival, the Dino Weekend, Halloween Spectacular, and Winter Spectacular.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? And you notice we spend more when we do something new, don't we, than something that's established, like the Halloween thing. Oh, we was fully booked, weren't we?
Well, Halloween kind of ties into what Pumpkin Village was as well, which I really well for the farm shop.
Let's talk about the farm shop because that's a new business, and those of you that haven't seen our documentary about the farm shop, we built £1 million business or tried to build £1 million business in a pandemic. You can go and watch that by clicking here because that'll give you some really good detail around the farm shop. We spent £4,800 on the farm shop. Well, how are you working out those returns?
Okay. There's various different types of campaigns. So general shop was when we first started and we were targeting like barbecue meat, flour. We have flour. Buy your flour from us.
I think we should, because you couldn't get flour anywhere, could you, at that time because of the pandemic.
And then we have the Pumpkin Village, which was kind of the Halloween festival. Then we have the Christmas shop in general, just selling Christmas decorations. And then Christmas events as well, because we had the Tree Village buying a Christmas tree from us.
From me as a business owner, I want to know if we put more in, would we get more back? Now, the ones that, like that Christmas shop, if we'd spent £30,000 on Facebook, do you think we would have been completely rammed?
Yes, I think so. And I think online sales would have been great as well.
Well, let's talk about that. That's the next thing. So we're a physical location. We're a brick and mortar store. We never really, like with Teddytastic, let's just quickly jump on to Teddytastic here. That is, those of you who watched our other ads, we make teddy bears. We've made over 1 million of these bad boys. We sell them on Amazon. We sell them on our own website. We've worked really hard, haven't we, to increase our B2C sales because we're mainly a wholesaler. We sell to visitor attractions. And this year in the pandemic, we've gone mad on trying to sell to consumers. And Amazon is by far our biggest gateway to consumers, but our website has grown. We have tried Facebook for that, haven't we?
We did, beginning of this year, around Mother's Day. And
it didn't work?
It didn't work for us.
How much did it just was terrible, wasn't it?
We got that one sale off of £200 spend, I think, which is...
See, this is the thing, you know.
Also remember that was when the site wasn't optimised, it was loading slow. Maybe we didn't spend enough time on the squeeze page.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of a rushed campaign.
I think it would have worked well at Christmas as well, don't you? So next year, so we need to, what we'll do is we'll do another, because from my point of view, for experiences and services, for products, I think you should put your money into Amazon ads on Amazon and get your product on Amazon because you can really track that, can't you? Far better than Facebook. Or do you disagree?
I disagree slightly. Amazon's.
I like that you
Very
disagree.
good.
I love that you disagree, Dom.
And I think as
But
long
I
as
have
you,
to say to you though, the last time we did it on Mother's Day, it didn't work, did it?
well, that's just one little point. You could, if you've got all these other times of the year, you've got Easter, you've got Christmas. It doesn't have to be teddy bears. We can look at Christmas decorations. They sold really well online, which we wasn't expecting
Yeah.
at all. People from Scotland buying from us in Essex.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there's not a site out there where it's really easy to buy a Christmas decoration with nice photography. How does this decoration fit in with that theme of tree?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's totally untapped, in my opinion.
So we can work on that for next year, can't we?
Definitely.
Right, lastly, Twizzletops, our day nurseries. We also own a chain of day nurseries. We've used Facebook for that. We're also, I think for comparison, we're also using Google for that. And in the last video that we did on Google Ads, we ascertained that for day nurseries, Google Ads were really fantastic. You can also watch that video by clicking here as well on Google Ads for a day nursery business. And we worked out that because our day nursery customers spend around £700 a month with us on average, and they stick around for 4 years, you know, you got a £28,000 lifetime value of a customer. We worked out, didn't we, on Google, we spent £40 to get a qualified customer on a brand new day nursery. Fantastic return on ad spend. But has Facebook compare?
It's better.
Better?
Yeah. You're looking at the current, well, from the 18th of December, we have conversion cost per lead is 17, 18, 19 pounds,
Yeah.
10 pounds.
So we're spending, you just say on average, that's £16 to get a cost per lead. And have these converted, any of these actually converted into customers?
So at the moment, we don't know about other sites, but Ipswich have been doing a conversion percentage.
Yeah.
They convert at around 70% of people that come in.
Oh, that is fantastic. But that's very similar to the thing is, if we're spending £17 at Marsh Farm as a visitor attraction to get a £20 ticket, or a family of 5, you know, or a family ticket of between £50 and £100, you just can't keep doing that because they're only going to buy from you once or maybe once a year. But with the day nursery, to spend £20 to get a lead when they know that they're going to be worth £28,000 over 4 years is really where it starts to rack up. And I think really it comes back to our last ad that we said, if you can increase your average customer value and the amount they transact with you and have a lifetime value, then really, Facebook's great for it. But we've also ascertained that Facebook is good. If you do, I mean, I think the videos and the imagery is so important. Can you just talk through when we do that, how important it is?
For an event, you'd ideally put a video out, which would be set to get as many interactions or web visits as possible.
Yeah.
Then you might have another video that focuses on trying to convert into booking a ticket. Then you might have a gallery of families having fun at that event. So it's always reminding them.
The video ad, a gallery ad, and what's the other one that we do? Carousel ad.
We do everything.
Yeah. Which is the one that performs the best, or is there no real?
Well, it depends on what you want the performance to be. So for getting interactions and web visits, videos, because people love a video, it sells the event. I always use those at the top of the funnel.
Yeah.
You filter them down into, might be just a picture with just a call to action saying, just book now with a family having fun. You have a gallery with loads of pictures of families, children having fun at the event.
Yeah.
And it just sort of cements in people's minds that, okay, this event looks really good, let's go visit.
Imagery or videos are so important to get more clicks and return. You can't just have, and the copy, the words you use.
That's why we've always struggled with new events, because it's a fresh event, we don't have a catalogue of years to really pull upon. So we've got to wait till the event starts before we can start.
Absolutely. Even sometimes we put on fake stuff, don't we, for a new event, like get actors in and then use old imagery to make a video to get us going. I think that's a really good point. So to conclude this video, I'm going to ask Dom his 5, maybe 6 top tips on using Facebook ads to be more profitable for your business. Dom, what's your top ticks?
Okay.
Top ticks? Top 6 ideas? Or 5? Is there 5 or is there 6?
Well, maybe 6, you have to wait and find out.
Okay, number 1. Let's go with number 1.
Okay, so number 1, I would say, is the fantastic targeting you can achieve on Facebook, because they have so much data about everyone's lives that you can really drill down.
See, because if I was doing a Facebook ad and I haven't got someone like you, all I just is boost post, and that's just a waste of money, isn't it?
I would say yes. That's what Facebook want you to do.
Yeah.
So you waste money.
And you need to do this on desktop, really, don't you?
So never use the boost function, always go into Ad Manager.
And how often do you go into Ad Manager? Like when we're running a campaign every day?
Daily.
daily. Okay, and then when you go in there, you can say, I want someone that's this inside leg measurement, that's married, divorced, engaged,
Effectively, yes.
have children, thinking about having children. I just want to say this, I've read that if you go too niche, you actually lose loads of people at the same time. Have you?
Oh, 100%. There is a sweet spot.
Yeah.
So Facebook has a little gauge, red's too niche, green's optimum, and then I think yellow or something is too broad, and then you're just wasting money.
Yeah.
Or you get a higher cost per interaction or click. Number 2 would be the fact that you can do lookalike audiences based upon existing customers. So people that already transact with you, you can create lookalike audiences based upon them.
Fine.
That are more likely to convert.
And it does it all that as a click of a button.
Click a button, you can do 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%. Obviously, the bigger percentage, kind of the less lookalikey they are.
Brilliant. And Facebook does that all through Ad Manager for you.
Yes, yeah.
Fine. Number 3.
I would say type of ads. So you've got a massive selection of different type of ads, and they're always adding more because they want people to stay on their platform longer. So they're building it in your favour.
What's the best one in your opinion? Depends on
I'd say
what
video ads are always fantastic. But then the new instant experience ads.
What's that mean?
So it's like a picture or a video, you click it, and rather than going to your website, you go to like a mini website within Facebook.
Like a funnel.
Yeah.
Like a squeeze page.
It's literally just content blocked down, and then always a call to action there.
It's like a bit like what ClickFunnels do, but within Facebook.
Yeah. Or you can do, and they do like a scroll up function where you can then visit the website. So it's all
good
based upon user interaction on their phone.
Number 4.
So copy and visual.
Copy and visual. Copy is the words that we use around the ads. I think a lot of people that don't, so many people still get confused by that copy. When we say copy, we mean the words that the ad has.
And Facebook now have ways of formatting text which make it more interesting. So it catches people's eyes, and then emojis as well. Work fantastic.
And the visuals, obviously, you mean the photos.
Yeah, photos, videos.
I can't stress to people on all marketing that getting good visuals and paying for them can really give you a strong return on investment. And we've definitely seen that on our Amazon pictures that we've been using for these guys. Getting paid proper photography really works. Next, and then I think then got one more, have you?
So what you touched on is the hungry audience.
Hungry audience. This is the bit. This was really mine that I gave to Dom. I think so. We did Teddy-tastic. We tried selling these for Mother's Day via Teddy-tastic on Facebook, and I think the real reason they didn't sell spectacularly well, even though we put £200 into it, I don't think there was a real strong hungry audience for it. When I look at the things like the farm shop, when we used Facebook ads for that, people couldn't buy flour, they couldn't get meat, they couldn't get vegetables. There was literally a hungry audience for food at the beginning of this pandemic. So we put a little bit of money into Facebook and it just exploded, and that's why we've got a 10 times return. So I think whatever you're doing, if you've got a hungry audience, whether it's like, look at our days out for our visitor attraction. This year people were locked up, locked down, and they were desperate to go out. So there was a hungry audience for people that wanted to buy experience and days out for their families. And that, I think, for all marketing, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Google Ads, or whether it's in a newspaper or on the radio, if you can find a sector of the market where there's a real strong, hungry audience, then that's how you're going to win on any ad spend. I've been James Sinclair, and you've been
Dominic.
I don't know his surname, it's a big secret, it's a mystery.
Don the Web.
Don the Web. Check him out, that's on his birth certificate. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out the last video that we've done, which is about the £1 million pandemic. You can watch that by clicking here, and subscribe to the channel by clicking here. I'm James Sinclair, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.